A few hours ago, the first trailer of John Wick Chapter 4 was released, and it reminded me to do a really short podcast about this franchise that should not be overlooked. Hello and thank you for clicking on my channel. My name is A and this is the Real Movie Podcast, and today I want to talk about John Wick. I want to talk about them in succession, but it doesn't mean that I like them by this order. I will tell the order that I like these movies at the end. And yeah, without further ado, let's go. The reason why I'm doing a podcast about John Wick is that I want you to know that I am a huge fan of cinema and movies. I love movies, and I love movies that make you think, but I also need action movies. And John Wick is a pure action movie that I need when I want to kick back and relax. The first John Wick was a simple and elegant look at this movie genre. All of us have seen countless movies with the same story, but John Wick does it great. So the story of the movie is about a legendary retired assassin who is mourning his wife who just passed away, and he has a dog. The story begins where he is trying to gas up his car, and he has a kick-ass car, and the Russian mob likes his car and he says, I want this car. And we can't say John Wick badmouths him, but because he doesn't, he's just a sadist and a-hole. These mobs raid John Wick's house and kill his dog and steal his car. And that's where shit hits the fan. John Wick wants vengeance because, to be honest, it's not just about his dog and the car. I do feel that he had a suppressed anger because his wife was dead and he wanted an opportunity to release it. So he goes full John Wick, and we see that they have their own system, these assassins. They have their own hotels. In the first movie, step by step, we are introduced to this world of assassins. As far as the story goes, John Wick 1 is not rich, to be honest, but the action sequences, the fights, all of them are greatly choreographed and they are so satisfying to watch. All of them. The lack of CGI in this movie is so felt. I think the budget of this movie is only between 20 and 30 million. So that's like the first 20 minutes of a Marvel movie. Anyways, this movie is just a pure entertainment. John Wick Chapter 2 was a step up and a huge improvement compared to the first movie, at least for me, because not only the action sequences were so satisfying, were still great to watch, all of them were still great to watch. The story was also really good as well. So after the accidents and happenings of the first movie, John Wick is in his house again. He has a new dog and everything, and someone knocks on the door. He is an old, you could say friend, but quote-unquote friend. He is the head of the Italian mob in New York, and he says, I want everything. And D'Antonio tells John Wick that you have to kill my sister who is in Italy. When John Wick refuses this, he says okay and leaves the house, and he bombs his house and says, okay, I'm not joking, either you're doing this or I'm killing you, because they had a blood oath. This blood oath, which is between assassins, works like this. For example, one assassin helps another one, and then he has a blood oath, and he says, okay, I helped you this time, you have to help me the next. It doesn't matter what I ask, you have to do this. And that's the story of this movie, which is my favorite of the trilogy. Although the story seems a bit more complicated than the previous one, the way that things go are so, I could say, John Wick. It is action packed, it is satisfying. Some of the scenes, I guess, are shot in Italy, which means the first movie worked and they have the budget now to do that. Anyways, the second John Wick is by far my favorite. It has also a really great ending. I don't want to spoil it, but it does have a great ending. The third John Wick, which came out in 2019, is my least favorite. The story is that the excommunicado John Wick, I don't want to say what does it mean, excommunicado because I will spoil the first two movies. He's running away from assassins all around the globe, it seems. All around New York, and I think the whole globe. It turns out like everyone is an assassin in this movie. He wants out of this business and of this world. He plays like his ace, his last card to go out. That's the story of the movie. Although the actors of this movie are bigger, you could say. Halle Berry, for example, is added to this one. My problem with John Wick 3 was that the action, although it was so great, but it was really over the top. In the first John Wick movie, okay, this guy could kill everyone, this guy could do everything, but in the third one, we have John Wick riding on a horse and he has a gun. I think he's wounded, I don't remember exactly. And we have some assassins on the bike which are following him and they cannot kill him. And we have so many other opportunities for assassins to kill John Wick and they don't do it. In the third John Wick movie, the reason why it is my least favorite is because he's becoming invulnerable. I really don't like that. And especially in the end scene, he falls like from 80 stories building. And yeah, we have John Wick 4, so he's not dead. I'm not on a place to say this because I'm not an artist, I'm not a director, I'm not an actor. But let me tell you something, I do watch countless of movies. And we need movies like John Wick. We need movies which are well made in their genre, like John Wick. I don't have the capacity and the mindset to always watch Stanley Kubrick's movies. I do need a movie like John Wick to ease off, to relax, to enjoy something. I do need these movies. I do need these entertainers. Thank you for listening to my voice. If you have anything to say, anything to add, any comments, thoughts, anything, just comment down below and let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I forgot to tell you that. And so my favorite John Wick movies are 2, 1, 3. That's the order. And as always, thanks. Bye.